Hey, welcome back everyone. This is another episode of Rate My Base. So, the spells and the troops are the same. 9 for the Hammer Strike, level 5 Sword Rain, Firestorm. Still using the level 54 count to attack. Knights level 8, Paladins level 6, Froster 3, Pyromancer 3, Arblaster 2. Mortar is still locked. So we are going to go and search for another player. We're going to go search right now for the King of King 1. King of King 1. King of King 1. Let's put it all together in one word. King 1. No, King of King 1. No. We'll go King of Kings 1, maybe. No, too low. So we're going to skip that one, and we're going to go over to one of the fourms people. We're going to go over to Mailstrom. Pretty sure I've attacked him before. Alright. So you can see the game is telling us right away that he is a higher level than us. He's giving us a ton of medals, a ton of trophies. So we don't have to get very far into his base to actually earn some medals, earn some trophies. His setup here, it looks very good. The barricade here will get probably burned when you come up and do your burn, your firestorm, and hit those two. That right there also will serve as a purpose to stop your cannons. Your cannons will stop there and start shooting it. So I think he's hoping that the cannons are going to stop right there, shoot that, and then the ranged troops are going to attack. But with only one thing right there, it's going to go down really quick, and then the cannons are going to start making their way over here. So this barricade doesn't really serve a purpose. It's the first thing I noticed there. Say probably move that barricade up to like right here. Or maybe even just right here. But yeah, because I don't really see a purpose for that barricade, because like I said, you're going to come up, you're going to firestorm, you're going to hit that side right there, so it's going to burn. And then if you bring out any cannons, 1 or 2 cannon shot will take that down. Over here, 2 walls. I'm wondering if that's going to be a firebolt cannon right there. If it is, it might... No, I won't hit that far. But it's good to have a firebolt cannon behind a barricade. And then so going up forward here, we have a long path that can all be burned at once with the firestorm. So we're going to see what kind of towers those are. If those are a couple of gargoyle towers, work out fine. If that's like 3 firebolt towers like the last video we did, that's definitely not good. But it doesn't appear like he has that many firebolt towers. It's in the middle here. So it looks like he has a lot more gargoyle towers. So since he has those, we're going to have to add our blasters. We need ranged troops. Or we could even do archers. And I'm going to lean towards actually archers here, because the game is telling us that he's a tough opponent. He's giving us such a big medal and trophy range. So we're going to have a hard time with his troops probably. The archers cost a lot less than the art blasters. They do about the same amount of damage, but you can do 2 archers for 1 art blaster. They don't have the same kind of range, which is the big downside. But we're not going to need the range, because we're going to be able to get past these barricades fairly easy and then get over here. So that shouldn't be a problem. Moving forward then, everything else looks fairly good. It looks like there's probably going to be a lot of space here where you'll be able to regenerate some, unless his waves are very like maxed out level 8, because once you take all these towers out, there's going to be nothing on this side. So I might recommend putting like a spike over here, like moving that spike, putting that spike right there. Just have it something in the middle, so you know, your hero has to step on it or sit back over here and wait to regenerate. That might help out, but we'll see. So that's what I, you know, possibly see out of this. It looks decent. So we're going to go in with knights, cannons, and archers, sword rain, firestorm, and hammer strike, like, you know, Old Faithful here. We're going to bring in, I want to say we're going to start off with cannons, but this is a tricky one because he doesn't have anything right up front, but he does have things close by. So I'm going to do a little hybrid here. I'm going to bring out a couple knights and then cannon and then a couple knights. So that's what we're going to start out with. I'm going to go and attack. Oh, no. It's online. So that is a bummer. So now that's 2 people that we tried to attack that weren't able to get. I didn't even actually save his name, so I'm going to go and save his name into my favorites. Ugh. Just gets worse and worse. I'm going to remove these people. Remove myself. Okay. Remove Abyssal Chicken. I have to go back and search him again. Mail. Oops. Yeah, it's very sensitive on the typing of the name. So we'll favorite him. I didn't even notice that he has 5 stars, so, you know, congratulations on that. That's a very tough thing to achieve. So since these videos aren't happening right now, we're going to talk about the update and what just happened. So now there's a league record, which is the overall league's best ever in the medal department. So you can see here, not only do you have your normal tournament, you can go, you know, 1 to 15th place. You can get some nice gems there. But now if you want to go crazy and insane, you can try and beat the league record, which is 10,000 medals. And then if you do, you'll get 518 gems. So you have 1 day to beat the league record. It's just like you're doing a normal league. So this is the Silver League record. Each league has its own record. The Bronze League, the Silver League, the Gold League, the Diamond League, and the Platinum Ring. They all have different records held by different people. And so it's a nice little addition. It inspires more competition in the crazy players that play 24/7. Because in order to get 10,000 medals, you just think if you got 1,000 medals an hour, which is doing roughly about 10 battles an hour. At 10 battles an hour at about 3 minutes a battle, that's 30 minutes. And so that's, you'd have to be putting in, you know, close to 5 hours to get 10,000 medals of gameplay, and that's constantly buying food or using Facebook and inviting, you know, tons and tons of people on Facebook. So this stuff is definitely a crazy challenge, but people do love it. People do enjoy it. I've seen the, I believe it is the Diamond League or Platinum League. Hold on just a second. I'm going to pull it up in my other game. Well, that one, it's either the Diamond or the Platinum League. The one that has 2 days to do it has jumped from about 12,000 medals in the very first day when the update happened and this came out to about 15,000 medals. And then even the 15,000, that was kind of doable because you have 2 days to do it. But now it's just changed to about 20,000 medals, which is insane. Which, I mean, like I said, that's about 5 to 6 hours of gameplay, you know, non-stop attacking, which is insane. But if you have some time to kill and you want to play, you know, Royal Revolt for 5 or 6 hours a day, go ahead, have fun, and you'll win some gems out of it too. I can see these league records going really, really high. They'll, this one is not too bad because I mean you can get a little bit more than 100 medals a fight. Say if you got 150 medals a fight, and that would take you, if you do 150 medals a fight and then you do 10 fights an hour, you're gonna get 1,500 medals an hour. So that would take you 6 or 7 hours to do. And each fight, like I said, takes about 3 minutes after the loading time. But yeah, you can see it's still going to take 6-7 hours to get that. The only way you'd possibly be able to get a high ranking like that is if you found someone extremely, extremely weak that's giving you like 300 medals. So we can look in here. And so he gives 76. So we'll go up and we'll show, because you can find people that give up to like 400, 500 medals. So we're looking here. This guy right here, the very best player in the world, the #1, he's going to give me 411 medals if I can destroy everything. That's a huge if, because obviously I can't even get past probably the first barricade. But if for some reason I could get all the way to the end, I can get 411 medals just from him. So it's doable. It's pretty much a gem sink in my opinion, but people do like it. And then this player right here, it appears has bought the new Asian design for his base. Again, he's going to give me 411 medals for attacking him. So if you guys are up for the challenge and want to do like an Iron Man medal push, you can definitely go ahead and do that, and that's what these league records are for. So it's also a nice notarization of Lord Titan 1. We can check him out, we can favorite him, and then we can check him out in our favorites. So we'll go check him out in our favorites here. So he's a lowbie, but he played a whole bunch, and he got tons and tons of medals. This stuff may actually be easier to do for the lower level players, lower trophy counts, and also just lower king levels, because the lower level gameplay is really, really easy. You can beat almost anyone with just tons and tons of knights and not really much thought process in it. And then the medals, I don't remember exactly how many medals you got typically down there, but if you can get about 150 an average of fights and you can just run through everyone, the attack times go a little bit down, so about 2 to 2.5 minutes per fight with all the loading times included. So this may be something that favors the lower level players, but we'll see how this evolves over time. And it's a nice new feature. It's not going to give out a ton of gems to everyone, but it will give out some gems to the most hardcore crazy players out there, which will also spark some more competition in the game, which is always great. So unfortunately we weren't able to do a Rate My Base episode here because everyone was online, but we did discuss about the new edition, which I wanted to do as well. So please check back later for our Rate My Base edition, and we'll get those videos out as soon as the people aren't online.